I think we got audio. I think we're good to go. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. This is Doc Skinner with 1028 Live. And it's morning. But you know what? It is hump day. That's right. Hump day. It's Wednesday. It's May 13th, 2020. And did I mention it's morning yet? I don't feel like I sleep anymore. It's just all one long day. But let's see here. I should do this. Probably because nobody knows I'm here. Let me do this real quick. Let me go here. There we go. 20. Whoops. There we go. Copy this. If you guys want to do the same and share, you're more than welcome to do so. I meant to do this earlier, but it's still early, so hold on. Go back over here. And we'll just paste this in here like so. And story and post. Boom. Okay. So, good morning. We're going to talk about just a few things this morning. And if anybody wants to call in this morning, you can. Phone number is 928-368-7929. That's 928-368-7929. We're going to do what am I trying to say? Anyway, we got a show today. All right. So, hope you're all doing well. Queen Bee is with us. Good morning, Queen Bee. I just posted this, so it might take a minute for people to, I'll share this over here to 1028 Live as well. Like I said, you guys are more than welcome to do the same if you like. And post. Okay, so let's see what has happened in 11 hours. Not a whole lot, but there's a few stories that we didn't get to cover. And didn't get a notification, stumbled on you just now. I know. This notification thing is a joke. It's just not working for everybody. I don't understand why. I just don't get it. Ghosts in the machine, gremlins, whatever you want to call it. Anywho, so let's see. So got all that shared and nobody's awake. That's the problem. It's Wednesday. Everybody's sleeping in. So, but hey, Queen Bee, you're here, so that's good. So let's go, shall we? Let's see. First, I want to talk about the mayor of Chicago. You seen this bulge-eye, weird-looking zombie mayor chick? I don't normally try to insult people, but oh my God, she's scary. And she's got makeup on today in this video. But she's not just doesn't look scary, she is a scary person. She says she will come in and arrest you and take you out of your home. I mean, she's just a crazy person. But listen to this. And listen carefully near the end, okay?
How do you do it? My thoughts are, because it's not written...
Wait. Hold on. Transition. There you go. Check this out.
...into law. It's just a very dominant culture. I think the only way you can do it is a couple ways. One, I'm thinking about an executive order from day one that says, in more legalese than this is not a thing. We will no longer honor this, because the way that automatic prerogative works is there's got to be compliance with the executive branch, because otherwise it doesn't work. So you got to eliminate that compliance, and you make it a mandate, and then you do training, particularly in the city. I'll call them licensing departments, whether it's zoning, buildings, housing will be impacted by it, planning certainly, and you pick the people to run those agencies and the deputies that are pledging allegiance to the New World Order and good governance, and then I think you have the Inspector General to agencies and the deputies that are pledging allegiance to the New World Order and good governance. And then I think you have the Inspector General do some spot audits to make sure that there is real compliance. Allusions to the New World Order, allusions to the New World Order, allusions to the New World Order. And
can you be more subtle? Just a little bit? Oh my God, is she new to the group? Does she not know about the
governance?
I mean, holy crap. Straight out, just like all those other people that we've seen over the years we shall not name. And then we got this guy, Billy Goat. Oh yeah, Billy Goat, Billy Goat, Billy Goat. That's his new name with me, Billy Goat. Just, and if you haven't heard, let's see, what is all this stuff? I didn't remember all this stuff. Let's see here.
That's how long strict rules will be in place across the state.
It is fair to say things won't go back to truly normal until we have a vaccine that we've gotten out to basically the entire world.
Did you hear that? Okay, for those of you who still are not clear on why people aren't very keen on Mr. Billy Goat lately, well, that's because Mr. Billy Goat has been planning this for decades, since even in the early 90s. Discusses it in the magazine George, published by JFK Jr. back in 97. November issue, by the way. And he talked about it then. The guy is psychotic. He's, first of all, he invents software that, can get viruses. And then he sits here and now there's a virus and I got the vaccine. When did he become a computer geek and now all of a sudden he's a doctor? Did he get his doctrine? Like, actually go and get a doctrine? Because now he's going to Africa and he's giving little children this medicine. He's submitting it to them. And now he's saying we are not allowed to go out until every person on the planet is vaccinated. Okay, let's think about that. Who's getting paid for all those vaccines? Billy Goat. Billy Goat and his wife. And then, so you got all these vaccines and you want to sell to every person on the planet. How do you influence them? Well, make sure everybody gets sick. Or you tell them they're all sick. And then everybody takes it. And it turns out the vaccine is actually not good, which a lot of people know. Let's see. Hey, Audrey. Hello, Justice. How are you? Bonjour. Justice says, I had to deal with a 24/7 curfew for the entire phase 1. Holy crap. That sucks, Justice. Yeah. Billy Goat can't even cure a computer virus. Why should we trust him with this? Well, here's the other thing. He's also the main funder. You ready? The person that puts in the most money into who? Okay. So he's running that show. Hence why we jumped out. A lot of people, why did you do that? He's got the gear. Because our people realized, I see what you and that little red country have been doing. And wow. So this guy right here, let's see what else he says.
It is fair to say things won't go back to truly normal until we have a vaccine that we've gotten out to basically the entire world.
This is
basically the entire world. Folks, think about it. Think about all this stuff with adrenochrome. Okay? All the children and stuff. And then, I posted that video with the stripper who some were like, well, she's not a stripper, she's just a performer. Either way, you don't sit there and spread your crotch on a pole wearing nothing and then your skirt comes off and you keep going to the song Hallelujah, which is a Christian song, 6 inches from a kid's face and his dad right next to him. That whole thing right there, a lot of people got upset. And they should. Those that didn't, I feel for it. I'm concerned for. What that is and why it is wrong. And some even said, well, it's like sports people too. Cheerleaders are like, Yeah, that doesn't make it right. Point is powers that be, the horrible, the dark people that run everything have gotten us desensitized to sexualizing everything, especially for children. Why? Do we just want to get them horny early? No. It's because they are trying to get these kids prepped and used to it. So when it comes time to kidnap these kids or rape and abuse or child molest or anything like that, they already got them somewhat greased up, you might say. Got them ready because of all the movies and the shows and the strippers coming to their schools. They're like, And then when they have an opportunity, it's a lot easier for the predator to overcome that child. Especially teenage girls and stuff that want to be models and everything. My friend Elizabeth Blake Thomas and her daughter Isabel made a great movie called Unseen. If you haven't, please see it. It's on YouTube. It's called Unseen. It's a short film, and it's just about this topic alone. Girls wanting to be models and getting online because everything's sexual. And that is why, if some people are like, I don't understand what's wrong with it. That's what's wrong with it. And maybe they don't have kids and they don't understand. They might still be in the, I don't know. I pray. That's all I'm going to do is I'm going to pray for them. But you got all this going on. Well, how does this connect with Billy Goat? Think about it. Think about it. All right? This thing affects seniors and whatnot, respiratory, all that. Okay? And it's mostly adults. If you're into eugenics and depopulating the planet to 500 million, like it says in the Georgia Guidestones, which is their new 10 Commandments. So anyway, point is, how do you, I mean, how was that? Where was I going with this? If you just need kids for the adrenochrome, and you don't, and you're tired of kidnapping them and stealing them, and you just want to have access to them, what do? You get rid of the adults, and then you just harvest the kids, and you keep the few adults that are in the elite, the club that we're not invited to, and they just live their superhero lives on adrenochrome, on a constant harvest of children, without any retaliation from other adults because they got rid of us with the vaccines. There's some speculation for you, folks. And tomorrow night is Think Tank Thursday. Tomorrow we're going to try to think of ways to help the world, positive things. And then Saturday, of course, is the new series called Speculation Saturday, where nobody's wrong. You come into the show, you call in, type in whatever with your conspiracy theories. It's strictly that. So no one can go fake news. You're lying. No, we're just speculating. We're having a think tank moment. So join me Saturday night for that. And but this thing with this guy right here, Billy Goat, it is so much bigger than you guys think. So much bigger. So deep, tentacles everywhere. Why do you think the octopus is one of the symbols for the black cats? Because they got their tentacles and everything. Look at I think it was like the 2016 Olympics, I think. Moby, the DJ, was playing in a booth, and the booth turned into this octopus that spread out all across the field. Yeah. Anyway, so, Billy Goat, screw you. You ain't getting me no injections. And enough of that. Get rid of his ugly face. Moron. Yeah. I don't like him, and I will talk badly about it because he is, when you realize what he's done and what he's doing, if you still think he's a hero or a savior or something like that, I could probably look up a good number for a shrink if you would like. So, Mr. Ant. Oh, damn, I messed that up. Mr. Anderson. Mr. Greg Anderson is now on administrative leave after his social media video that he did the other day, which I posted, and I salute him. He's a true American patriot, Greg Anderson, a law enforcement officer with the Port of Seattle Police Department and veteran of the U.S. Army 75th Ranger Regiment, has been threatened with termination of duty after posting a video to Instagram on May 5th detailing his views on enforcing restrictions put into place during the CV-19 pandemic. Mr. Anderson's video had been viewed millions of times since it was posted and stoked conversation around the country about boundaries between the constitutional rights and public health measures. He said, we need to start looking at ourselves as officers and thinking, is what I'm doing right? Anderson said in the now viral video. He went on to request that all fellow officers cease any further tyrannical orders against the people, explaining that arresting people for going to church, surfing, and other band activities are de facto arrests and unconstitutional. Anderson expressed anger towards officers who are arresting people for reasons that violate the Constitution. He said that they are endangering him and other fellow officers. He said, I'm afraid that these actions are going to wake a sleeping giant, as in the American people, he said, adding that stripping rights from Americans will lead to bloodshed in the streets. He said that he believes it would take 10 minutes for the American people to strip law enforcement's power away from police. And it's true. I mean, what this guy is absolutely 1,000% true, because people would, and those officers would be hurt. And that's why I say that they're not, we can't see them all as that. There's just, a couple, and we just need them to do a gut check. We don't need them hurt. We don't need them arrested or anything. We need them to have a manly gut check and go, damn, maybe all of this isn't worth it. I could get a job somewhere else that could pay more. You could get a job at, where is it? Is it Costco or something? And the pay is amazing. And it's safer. So, anyway, he goes on to say, he urged fellow officers to stand up for what's right and not to follow unlawful orders. He goes, you do not get to trample on people's liberty, he said. Anderson also talked in the video about his combat experience overseas. He had foreboding messages about the American citizens. He said, they're going to fight 10 times harder for their freedom on their soil than anything you've ever seen before, he said. He went on to say that the American spirit of defiance will be a force to be reckoned with. It's true. It's true. Oh, go away. Stupid messages. Oh my gosh, this is a lot longer than I thought, but it's important. According to a follow-up video that Anderson posted on Instagram titled A Hill I'll Die On, he initially received a message from his chain of command commending him on his video that they 100% agreed with him. And then that was at 5 a.m. And then at 3 hours later, Anderson's command called him back and informed him that his video was now at 400,000 views and that they were ordered to tell him to take it down. His response to the order? No. I can't take the video down. If you believe in something in your heart, you have to stand by that conviction, even if it costs you everything, he said. Following the second exchange with his command, Anderson said that he received another call from his command demanding that he take the video down and accept a letter of reprimand, or we were going to take a very different approach to this if you say no again. That's his commanding officers. After 3 hours before, they were cheering him on, saying, we're 100% behind you. Anderson said that his command was accusing him of violating different policies, often changing their reasoning for the reprimand. He went on to say that he had already put himself on this hill and he's willing to die for it, and that he would have to respectfully decline. According to Anderson, the chief of police later called him and told him that if he openly defies his governor, that he wouldn't be a police officer in the state of Washington. Anderson said that the Constitution takes precedence over any unjust laws, quoting case laws that support his stance. Anderson further clarified that he was trying to bridge the gap between law enforcement and the public. He believes that doing what was right will prevail clashes between American people and law enforcement. It's true, because it's true. Anderson said that he is now on administrative leave for refusing a direct order, which is an insubordinate charge. At the time of publication, neither the Port of Seattle Police Department nor Officer Greg Anderson has responded to any requests for the interview. So, give this guy your support, people. I mean, he's, he could follow those orders and come in and with his batons, with everybody, with the other officers, and violate everybody's rights and what I don't understand is that they can come when you're not armed and beat you senseless, multiples of them, and it's okay. But if you get, it's just, anyway, the world is upside down, and guys like this are trying to turn it back topsy-turvy, So, God bless you, Greg Anderson. You are a true American patriot, and I hope you continue doing what you love. You said you wanted to sail the world now. This is going to be a different life change. But if you ever become a police officer again, I hope you do. I hope you do, because you believe in the oath that you took. And there are many other officers like you, and we need to support officers like you. We need to support all the officers, yes, but especially the ones that are really making an effort to bridge that gap. Look, I remember when you used to not have to be afraid of cops. They would walk down the street and everything. Now there's that fear, and we've discussed this on multiple shows. And I think it's a beautiful thing. That this cop, and there's another one, and I don't remember his name, who just released a video, kind of the same kind of video. It's a beautiful thing, because it's really sad that we've had this tension. I mean, rightfully so tension between the people and law enforcement. Rightfully so. There's been a lot of incidences proven. But I think we can get back from that. I really, really do. So anyway, kudos to Officer Anderson. Let's see. Raspberry's here. Sorry, she says it's late. No notice. I know. I don't know why it won't do it. I have no idea why it will not send notices. So that's why I put it on the FB. All right, moving on. So, have you guys seen the video where? Let me. I didn't have it pulled up. Let me pull this up. It's on the tubes. Go over here. Prisoners trying to catch coronavirus. Let's see if it's here. Yeah, here it is. Okay. All right, this is your laugh for the day. Oh my, I mean, look. Oh my gosh. My opinion now. If you're in prison, you're probably not the sharpest tool in the shed because you got busted, right? So you're in there. So, in Los Angeles inmates try to get coronavirus by sharing water and face masks.
We couldn't really understand why.
Here, folks, just watch for yourself. The Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department.
This surveillance video is going to show inmates deliberately attempting to infect themselves with the COVID-19 virus.
Passing off the mask, so they got the mask. Someone's been sick. Now they're gonna take it. They're gonna put it over their face.
They're gonna also use that styrofoam cup, and they're gonna share the styrofoam cup. Same process they did with the water bottle, but now they're also sniffing out of a common mask. It's sad to think that someone deliberately tried to expose themselves to COVID-19. As a result of this behavior, from this particular module, 21 inmates tested positive for COVID-19 within a week of these videos being taken.
The sheriff's trying not to laugh.
That is problematic. because somehow there was some mistaken belief among the inmate population that if they tested positive, that there was a way to force our hand and somehow release more inmates out of our jail environment.
Oh.
And that's not going to happen.
Oh, amen. Oh my gosh. Oh my. Come on, seriously. If you're gonna like make sure you catch it. Like not the sharpest tool in the shed. See what I'm saying? Okay. I would rather be in prison and do my time than to have CV-19, because it is a real thing. I know a lot of you say it's a hoax. The way they've blown it up, yeah, I agree, hoax. But it itself is a legitimate real thing. Okay, made in the lab, all that stuff. And if you don't know what it does, it takes the phlegm in your lungs and literally solidifies it almost like concrete. Okay, so you drown in your lungs, and why would you want that? Why, unless you just aren't the smartest tool in the shed. Oh my gosh, sorry, that was my laugh for the day, but that's the news. That's what they were doing. So there's that. Randy, you got held for review, so let me hit the show button. She wrote frickin' dumb, and that's being held for review. This whole thing, I'm telling you folks, I think we're gonna put together like a telethon or something. Me and some people, we're gonna put like other shows and try to raise money so we can have our own platform, private, uncensored. Because this is ridiculous. You guys should not be put in review just for putting frickin', you put the word, literally frickin', F-R-I-C-K-I-N, dumb. I mean, Randy, I love you. Thank you for being, joining the show. But you shouldn't have been reviewed for that. That was ridiculous. All right. Let's see. Queen Bee says that Billy Goat can't cure a computer virus. Who elected him? Yeah. Queen Bee says, make a negative comment about the goat and trolls or your YouTube, or you're out in full force. I had to delete my comment and mute these trolls. Yeah, right. Raz says, got late, no notice. I know, sorry. Hi, Randy. Raz says, High Impact Vlogs is doing a fund me for him, and it's doing really well. Well, just so you know, if when we do this, which I think we will, this isn't for me. This is for a bunch of different people with shows that have been affected, that you've heard me mention their names, and us trying to come together to have a secure, unaffected, uncensored platform. So just know that's in the works. It's just, with everything going on in the world, it's not the easiest thing to make happen. So, and Terry, good morning. How are you? Better late than never. No, I know. It's all good. Nobody got notifications. I posted it on the FB, and shoot, nobody's even liked the post. So I don't know if anybody's even seen it. What really sucks though, folks, is I can see stuff, but you guys can't see stuff, and it's irritating. It's just irritating. So, moving on. Let's see. I already played that. Oh, no, I didn't play, but I played the other video. This one right here says, more than 600 inmates test positive for CV-19 at federal prison in Fort Worth. So let me pull that up real quick. Is he going to pull it up?
Texas Sky Ranger above Federal Medical Center Fort Worth, where the fight against a COVID-19 outbreak is becoming even more visible. New medical tents have been constructed to help. The federal prison houses elderly inmates or those with challenging health conditions. These tan tents have been used to house inmates recovering from COVID-19. The latest number from Tarrant County shows 636 inmates have tested positive. 5 inmates have died, the latest on Sunday. 6 staff members have contracted COVID-19, according to a union leader. 1 has fully recovered.
My husband did test positive for COVID-19.
This woman, who only wants to be identified as Sarah, says her husband, in prison for drug and gun charges, recovered without needing hospitalization, but she's still worried.
We're completely terrified as to how they're handling this.
How concerned are you, sir?
Well, I'm very concerned.
Tarrant County Judge Glenn Whitley says he's worried not only for the growing number of prisoners infected, but for the 300-plus staff members returning home to their communities.
Well, in my mind, certainly all of the staff people should be tested.
So he'd like to see everyone tested, inmates and staff. A team of local health experts is visiting the facility to assess protocols in place and return with recommendations, including...
Yeah, it's a nice looking prison. Looks like it's a prison, but it looks like it used to be a military base of some sort. Anyway, so here we got prisoners passing around the CV, and then we get this, and then the staff are getting sick, staff are going home. Anybody else possibly seeing a second wave coming? Don't know. CV, California prepares to enact martial law if a necessity, the governor says. Gotta hear this. Young people ignoring social distancing is irresponsible. Where's the volume? Oh.
Not gonna let it stop me from partying.
So this really sucks. However, we're gonna enjoy ourselves. We having day parties all day.
We're just living for the moment.
I think they're blowing it way out of proportion. I think it's doing way too much.
I think it's very reckless, irresponsible, and to be honest, we are seeing a situation that if we don't act now, all of our hospitals are going to be completely overwhelmed. So social distancing is actually very important because it can help stop the spread of a very contagious. You can feel fine and then all of a sudden get very, very ill, really distant, even though they feel fine.
I think this is an old story because when was this? Yeah, this is March. Well, that's an old story. But, yeah, so they opened the beaches. And what happened with that? Let's see. Surfer killed by shark. Yes. So,
I'm here.
Let's open up the beaches. Yes. Let's rebel. I know we're Americans. Got to show off how patriotic we are by defying our government. I get it. I do that too. Ocean? I don't know. Jaws ruined it for me. Thanks, Steven Spielberg. You ruined the ocean. I can't get in it unless I'm in a big ship or a boat. Folks, you hadn't been in the ocean for 2 months? You haven't seen the videos with all the bears and the deer and the raccoons and all them coming back and taking over the cities while we've been grounded at home? Have you not seen that? Did you not think that maybe that might have happened along the coastline? That they're like, hey, the people, stop coming. It's time to move back in. And then this one soul surfer comes out there. God bless him, man. But geez.
Here in Santa Cruz County, where surfers are mourning the loss of one of their own, Ben Kelly. Flowers and a broken surfboard, a memorial at Manresa State Beach. One day after 26-year-old Ben Kelly was killed in a shark attack.
He was very genuine. I don't know. Just very intentional with every conversation.
100 yards off the coast. That's a football field. 100 yards. Not that far. Once again, have you not seen Jaws? I get it. Surfing's cool. I did it once in Oceanside, California. Horrible sunburn. Really sad. Long story. Not going to talk about it. But point is, I get it. But why play with sharks? Maybe I have that fear gene and some others don't have the fear gene. I don't know. But this poor kid. Oh, this kid's smart. He's got his mask on. Surfboard. I don't know if that's his friend or his dad, but my heart goes out to him and his family. Because, you're locked up and you're thinking, hey, everything's great. Life's getting back to normal, and you go out in the ocean and chomp. Oh, God. Dude, that just would suck. All right. That's his show. Hey. Oh. That's me. All right, Reba's here. Good morning, Reba. Queen Bee says, Isaac K says, spaghetti is a Pedro. Yep. That's what he said, and yep. I just did a whole Isaac Cappy night the other night, not last night, but the night. Oh, hold on, let me get rid of this. Wah wah. Shoot, hold on. Transition. Sorry. Got you guys lost on Infinity there. And we did that story, so that's all good. So I can get out of that. And so there's. Sorry, I had that. That Infinity. Well, you're looking at it, the Infinity thing. I'm seeing myself. Okay, so what was I talking about? Oh, I was reading messages. That's what I was doing. Jennifer Thomas says, I just wanted to say I liked your show this morning. Oh, well, thank you very much, Jennifer. Appreciate it. Hope you all have a great day today. Those that are lucky enough to go to work, you have a good day at work. If you're going out, just to go out, be safe, keep distances. I'm not telling you what to do. Just do whatever you're going to do smartly. Play it smart. Oh, yeah, Isaac. I was talking about the Isaac thing. Yeah, so I'm watching all that. And I still haven't done it, but I do want to do a reverse speech thing on what his last Instagram was. It was like an hour and 12 minutes. And then I would like to also do some on Hom Tanks for his what I believe to be his retirement speech at the Golden Globes. Sarah's there. Hi, Sarah. You just came in to say goodbye or hello. Is that it? Have an amazing hump day. Thank you very much. Let's see. Oh, and the other thing I wanted to bring up, I know I have you girls here, and I love it. I don't think I have any guys here. It's just all ladies, which is kind of nice. How you doing? But I'm thinking I might have to either limit or not do the morning show. Either maybe do one day a week or something. Because it's doing 2 days of show. It's a wear and tear. And I'm thinking, okay, so what I'm thinking about doing is Wednesday's hump day. We could do that day. And then Thursday, pen don't work. Thursday is Think Tank Thursday. So if you have really cool ideas, not inventions, we don't want to give away inventions, but things that might, solutions for problems of the world. So that's Think Tank Thursday. And then Saturday is Speculation Saturday, which I had a lot of fun doing, and I think it could be a hit. But I want to do something on Friday, okay? And I need to contact a bunch of other podcasters first, because I want to incorporate all of them and kind of do like a weekly recap of what is, everything that's happened that week on the other shows. So I'm going to work on that, and that's going to take time. And so what I'm saying is the morning show thing, I'm not going to be able to do every morning. There's just no way. One, it's early. for me. And two, I'm usually up late watching videos, so I'll wake up in like 2-3 hours. Uh, and only so much news can happen. Sometimes in just 11 hours, if any, sometimes. So, anyway, so I'm working on that. I'll have a new schedule for next week, starting next week. But I'm trying to liven the show up by having different types of segments. So we'll have scheduled interviews. We'll have our Wednesday morning hump day. Probably do coffee talk or something with some news. And maybe Monday, maybe. I've got to work it out, but I'll post everything. Fun fact Friday. That's a good one, Reba. I like that. AC Slayer's with us. Good morning. Another day on the front lines. I know, yeah, we just did all the news stories, AC. Sorry you missed it, but play it on the loop. We're talking about the schedule that we're going to have to kind of adjust because 7 and 7 is just not working for me. It's wearing me out. So I'm thinking 1 to 2 day, maybe a Monday and a Wednesday morning show, maybe. And then Friday night will be like a recap of the week. Thursday night will be Think Tank Thursday. Saturday is Speculation Saturday night. And what else? And I'm and another reason why I want to pull out, and I said in the beginning, I didn't think it was going to be a permanent thing. We were just going to try it out, right? Well, now I'm being requested to be on other shows, like Get Esoteric, which is based out of Boston, Massachusetts. They've asked if I would come and do some things. I'm talking with Freya Ferdinand about some stuff, doing some type of shows, and then everybody. I've been talking with everybody, so that way it's just not you being bored with my ugly mug, just sitting here, blah, 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 add some spice and flavor to it, interweaving with others. So that is the plan. I'm going to work on it. I had to get through some. I had to finish an episode from Antarctica by sail this past weekend, and a few other projects. So now that those are out of the way, I can really focus on doing this. And eventually I'm going to figure out how to make some money too. But so far that's where we're at. So it won't be 7:30 a.m. Monday through Saturday. It'll be 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday. I can do that. But I need the morning and the day to capture some news, because when I wake up and I come and I check the news, I'm lucky if I get 2 or 3 things to talk about, and we want to be fulfilling, right? So, yeah, I'll have the schedule next week. The night schedule is still the same, and if everything works, I think I got everything working. I haven't had any glitches other than you guys, some of you not getting notifications, but let's see. So Fun Fact Friday, Sarah says, you do what you need to, Doc. Just keep on doing you and keeping it real on YouTube, on the tube. Thank you very much, Sarah. Appreciate that. Jennifer says, I agree. Queen says, we don't want to wear you out, Doc. Gotta go. Be back Saturday. All right, sweetie. Thank you very much. Teresa says, can't say I blame you. You're not every morning show. Yeah. Randy says Q posted this morning. Okay, let's go check out the Q map real quick. Q map. Transition. Boom. What do we got going on here? Today, Q drop. What is this? Special approval. Setup X. The Hill. So it's a link. LL brackets. Paper trail. Special entry. Oh, I'm going to need one of the QAnons to run through this before I just babble on about it. The QAnons, they really study this stuff. They've got it down to a science, and they can really explain it better. We can open up the articles, though. See what they're all about. Judge Rudolph Contreras, current member of FISC, who signed the Flynn FISA. The swamp runs deep. Ooh. They're going after the judges that signed the stuff on Flynn. Ooh, that's not good. Uh, will seek what? What? Okay, I got some stuff I'm going to have to read some more, but let's see what these brought up. Blue Sky, what is this? Judge Sullivan resides in the same court as the FISA court. Here he is with James Boasberg and Rosemary Collier, who both signed the FISA warrant. Judge Contreras, Flynn's first judge, had to be removed from the case because of his personal relationship with Storks. So the judges were in on it too. That's no bueno. That's no bueno. Let's see. Judge presiding over Michael Flynn criminal case is recused. I'm telling you. Yeah. Sure, why not? Well, yeah. It's a lot of reading to do sometimes, and I don't like to do a lot of reading in the morning. Routers. The U.S. District Court for the District of Columbia judge presiding over the criminal case for President Donald Trump's former national security advisor, Michael Flynn, has been recused from handling the case, a court spokeswoman said on Thursday. According to a court filing, U.S. District Court Judge Rudolph Contreras, who presided over a December 1st hearing where Flynn pleaded guilty to lying to the Federal Bureau of Investigations about his contacts with Russia, will no or reach Contreras. An attorney for Flynn declined the comment. Now, Flynn's sentencing will be overseen by U.S. sentencing. Hold on. God. Well, okay. Okay. This is old, but why would Q post this now? It's important, or he wouldn't post it, but it's from 2017. So I don't remember this at all. So I guess he's just pointing out the fact that, hey, this is news that you guys must have missed because the guy that was in charge of it, that's how deep it went. That's crazy. That's crazy. All right. Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Court. Huh. These are clues. I'm not going to try to figure out the clues from Q on my show because that it takes a while. You have to really analyze everything and look people up and cross-reference things, and it's time-consuming. So I'm not going to do that right here on the morning show live. But there we are. Okay, so that was the new Q post. Go check it out. And if you don't know how to get to the Q post, go to qmap.pub, qmap.pub, and it will take you here. And if you want to know who the players are in this whole big 5D chess game, go to the chess logo here on the side and click on that, and it brings up all the players, all the different people involved, whether a patriot, a traitor, evil, what have you. Traitor, pawn, patriot, pawn. Anyway, Epstein, evil. Love that. Oops, what do we got here? Oh, looks like a bill collector. All right. Well, let's check real quick. 1028 Live, you're on the air.
Thank you for choosing MasterCard, Visa, and Discover.
How is it that same voice that comes through 30, 40 times a month, but they always have a new number? And it's always about my Visa MasterCard. And I'm just like, seriously, I tell them to stop calling. They just bastards. This guy right here, I will never talk good about this guy. Ever. You see who I'm circling right here? This dude in a robe right here. You know who I'm talking about. You know who this is. Look at his shoes, folks. He's a member of the Red Shoe Club. Look, I mean, he's decked out for the party. And this is, it's more than just trying to look like a pimp. I mean, just look up the Red Shoe Club. Okay? And it's just awful. It's awful, awful, awful. And I have nothing good to say about that that mouth breather. Sorry. There are some celebs, I will call them out. I'll be like, yes, you are evil. Evil, evil, evil. And there are people out there that are evil, but you can kind of feel that there's goodness in them that's overshadowed by the evil. and they want to get out, but they're so far deep in, you know? And yeah, there's a few. I'm not going to name those names, but yeah, there's some that I know they're in deep, but it's just something in their eyes or in their sincerity that's just like they're crying out for help, going, I want out. I made a bad mistake, a bad choice, you know. Um, Terry says, I'm getting used to you at night. I'll watch whenever you broadcast. Thank you, Terry. Appreciate that. Reba says, how do you learn what the Q symbols mean? Um, there are Reba, if you want, there are YouTube videos. Just type in QAnon. Um, what's the word I'm looking for? Translations or understanding of brackets and jackets, stuff like that. Brackets and jackets. That's Cappy's song. There are videos. I can't think of it right off the top of my head. You'll have to do a little bit of research. But if you can watch some of the videos where QAnons are talking about Q posts back in the beginning, you can listen to them, and that's when they were figuring things out. It's really hard to jump into Q and fully understand all the coding in it if you're just jumping in from the deep end head first, you know, for the first time. So talk with other QAnons and ask them, you know, what does this symbol mean, and the brackets, and usually when you watch the videos, they'll read the messages to you, but in translation. So uh, what is Jennifer? God, what's her last name? She's one of them. There's a whole bunch of them. Just look up Q drops videos on YouTube, and you should be able to find several people that have it, and you can go back. It's going to be a process. It's going to be a learning thing, Reba. Just I'm giving you a heads up now, but don't give up just because it's hard, or it's just too deep of a hole. Stick with it. It'll be worth it, and then you'll kind of be like one of the guys. You'll know the lingo and everything, and you'll be in the group kind of thing, because you'll understand. So, anyway, as you can tell, my voice is trying to escape me this morning, and it's just so dry. But I got to work on some stories for tonight, and figure out some things, put together the schedule. I'm really excited about this Friday night thing. If I can get a certain number of podcasters on board with me, I think it will really, really, really take it up several notches for the show. And for you guys as well. Yeah. So I'm going to work on that this week. And then what was the other thing I was going to tell you about? I know I'm so used to... I know you guys some of you probably miss the fact that I don't talk about movies or entertainment anymore. It's not that I'm out. I'm done. Believe me, I still got Fly to make. That's a trilogy. So 3 movies. Just need the world to get spinning again. And then raise some money for that. But right now, I think the truth is more important, and we need to come up with the funds, put together this telethon or whatever, and purchase our own servers and IT guy, have him on payroll, and then bring everybody together onto a new platform. And there's other platforms too. There's SciSpy.tv with Suzanne Ross, and she has a bunch of other spiritual podcasters and YouTubers that on her network. And then you have Rob and Ben with edgeofwonder.tv. It's not just them. They have other people with their shows on there as well. And then, maybe we could have this third one. So, because, these platforms can only hold so many people and viewers. So that's what I'm saying. And we don't want it to be a monopoly either. We want to spread it out. So we have that freedom of speech. Anyway, that's the goal. That's the thought. That's what I'm thinking about. What do you guys think? Tell me. Let me know. No one called in except for, Visa. So we'll be back again later tonight, I think. I think that's it. So yeah, Friday night does sound fun, Audrey. I'm really excited about it. Just gotta get some permission letters and a whole bunch of hoops I gotta jump through. Because of course, I don't do anything easy. Other than that, I think we're good. It's just gonna be me stumbling over myself, babbling. So until then, I will see you, Lord willing, tonight at 7 p.m. Pacific time, right here on YouTube's. Please be sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and if you would like to donate or would like to purchase some merchandise for me or for Brooks Agnew's X Square Radio, then please go to the link that's in the description, I think, for teesprings.com to look up the shop for 1028 Productions. We got mugs, we got t-shirts, we got baby jumpers, we got hoodies, we got all kinds of stuff. All right? Go there, check it out, and small proceeds of those purchases actually go to the show. So that's it. I am going to be forever known as the guy that does the forever longest goodbyes. Remember, folks, as long as we lift each other up, we will always rise together. My name is Doc Skinner. This is 1028 Live, broadcasting from the beautiful White Mountains of Arizona here in the United States of America on this big blue pearl of a planet known as Earth, hurtling through space following a gigantic ball of fire. I love you. See you all tonight. Ciao, Bella. And I'm going to hit the second button. I caught it.